Hey everybody, and welcome to another of my videos. Well, I'm back on the Fields of Dreams. I don't know if you can see the wind rustling through this high grass here. This is too high for me to detect, so I won't be touching this. And if you can see just over here, this is all barley. So I'm desperate to get on that lower area. And there's another field on the other side that's totally flat. I would love to get on there, but I'm not able to at the moment. Sorry about all this road noise. I guess there's some kind of horse fair going on. Yeah, it's busy. Doesn't make for good videoing, I know. Now, up on this part, there is crops growing, so I can't go on there. Although I've found a lot of stuff so far. But hopefully you can see on this stretch, which is actually separate ground, this is somebody else's ground, they've just cut it in the last week, so I can get on there because I have permission to do all of this across this valley, all up on the top there. I can't go up in part of it because there's an old Roman villa and the archaeology department won't let me detect up there. And I don't know if you can see that, probably not on this camera. I'll see if I can zoom in on that. There's a hare just over there, a hare over there. Yeah, very good, very funny. Pity I don't have my better camera with me. Okay everyone, I will see you at the first signal. Well, first target is a horrible one. Grunty, mixed numbers. Basically a nightmare target, one that you do not want to dig. But how are you going to find out what it is unless you dig it? Well, I'm terrible for that. You know, I gotta know what it is. And sometimes when you get the cod over, the target itself changes its numbers and the sound. And sometimes it sounds better. And sometimes it sounds much worse. And look at that. That's now totally stabilized. But the question is, what is it? Hopefully it's not any deeper than that. Oh. I'm right on it. And it is. Okay, well, it's a lead bullet with a tip on it, which normally they're irony, rusty, messy looking things, but this one actually looks quite clean. I don't think that's just iron. Okay, not so bad for the first target. Moving on. Well, my hand is shaking. Sorry guys, I don't know if I can show you this, but look at this. It's such a beautiful day. And hopefully I'll get some new permissions over on this side of the valley at some point, because if you've watched any of my previous videos on the Fields of Dreams, you'll know that there's quite a battlefield here. And this is another target. My guess is that's going to be lead again. Again, it's a grunty, mixed number target that you wouldn't normally dig unless you're like me. You dig pretty much everything. ants nest there. I don't want to disturb them too much. Oh, and I don't have to. Sorry ants, I'll cover you up in a moment, but check that out. That was a horrible signal. Number 2. Well, all I can tell you at the moment is that it's definitely a coin. But other than that, I can't tell. I mean, it's black. Now that gives me hope that it might be a silver coin, but I don't think there's that much detail left on it. I will have to take that home and take a look at it. But look at that, it came out just like that. Hardly any dirt on it. Sorry, ants and worms. I cover you back up. You can go back to your home. But just goes to show you, signals that are sketchy and horrible can be something, what I would say really good, but obviously I can't see what that is. So, but a coin, and an old coin, it could be a hammered coin. I'm not so sure. Okay, anyway, number 2, moving on. Number 2, where the coin was there. I know you can't see where I've been digging, but that's how I try and leave my holes. I'll do a how-to video in terms of getting permissions soon if you guys are interested. But right next to that coin, which I just found, is another horrible target. Can't even get it to... Can't get a stable reading at all on that. Don't know what to think about that. Can't get it on my pinpointer, but it's so close to that coin that I can't ignore it. It's obviously a very, very small target, I would think. See if it's okay. Come on, clump, stay out of my way. Don't know, can't really pick it up still. Let's have a look, see whether we can get it with the pinpointer. No. Okay. Don't know about this one, guys. I will come back to you in a moment if I can find it. Oh, number 3 is another awful signal. But let's have a look. Now you see what I meant with the last signal. It was a terrible, terrible signal. Grunty, jumpy with the numbers, and it was a coin. So sometimes always in the clump, it's lead. Okay. And this is what I mean. Actually, this one's quite a clean one. Hey, look how clean that lead's come up. but usually this end is totally rusty. But that's actually, that edge is not too bad. So this side of the fields on the slope, if you have a look at that, once the plug is down in, you can hardly see that I've been there. Over there, it's always totally rusty, and I guess it's to do with the fact that there isn't so much fertilizer and stuff gone into this ground. They do plow it, as you can see. This part of it is all plowed up, so, and they've seeded it, so I can't go on there at the moment. But this area has not been plowed yet, so I have to wait for that. Okay, see you at the next. Sorry, talking too much. Sorry about my detector in the background, it's a bit chattery today. Nice little signal, bit jumpy though. I think this is number 4, although I'm not entirely sure. You know how good I am at keeping count. Let's have a look. What do we have in the haul? Out. Numbers are terrible. My guess is it's another lead bullet with an iron tip. If I can find it. Yeah. Well, it's a piece of lead. I'm guessing it's part of a bullet. Anyway guys, number 4 is not so good. Moving on. Number 5, I think. There's a signal down in this clump of grass here. And sometimes with a lot of detectors, if you're hitting sort of stalks of grass, tough stalks of grass, you'll get a pulsing that happens. Again, sorry about my chattery detector in the background. It's not normally so noisy. Well, this one isn't so normally so noisy. The one in England is. I think this one's struggling because we have a thunderstorm rolling in and it's getting a lot of interference. Let's have a look. Okay, so we're on it. Okay. Oh, be quiet, you. So target number 5 is going to be a button. I mean, I like buttons, but I thought that might have been my second coin for the day. Okay. Doesn't seem to have any detailing on it, but it's quite an old button. Nice shank. Sorry, I don't even know if you can see this. Sorry. Bad camera work. Oh, I'll clean it up, take a look at it later, but it's a nice looking button, as buttons go. So number 5, button. So coin and button and a load of lead. Moving on. Number 6, grunty mixed numbers. I don't like it. Me don't like it. But me gonna dig it. Yeah. Wind is starting to pick up a bit, and the grey clouds are starting to roll in, so hopefully I'll have time just to finish off my 10-hole hunt before I have to go. As you can see, it's getting quite grey over there, and I don't want to be out in a thunderstorm. Okay, I won't waste your time. I'll bring you back when I find it. Hang on a second. Just in this side wall here. Wasn't quite in the right place with my pinpointer. That is a lock plate. Take a look at that. That's totally cool. It's like a shield shape. Handmade. Copper, I would guess. That's so cool. Cool. Nice relic. Okay. Thanks, guys. Number 6. Something cool. Moving on. Number 7. Maybe. 2030s. Could be aluminium. Could be lead bullet. Could be something else. And what's it actually going to be? Answers on a postcard. It's out, whatever it is. Numbers are a bit different. I'm still sticking with lead bullet though. There's a signal somewhere. Sorry guys, you can't see much. Yeah. Yeah, lead bullet. As I thought it was. So number 7, I don't know where we are, is another lead bullet. Moving on. Very jumpy signal. Don't know about this one. Not very hopeful, but didn't sound like lead bullet signal. '60s, '80s, down to '20s. I haven't got a clue. Okay, well, where are those stones? There are lots of them. Okay, sorry about my detector. Target's right there. Strange. Should be able to see that by now. Got it? Yeah, that's it. And that's Yeah, it's a totally smashed bullet. You can just see the round edge of it. Wow, that hit something at an angle and totally demolished that bullet. Okay, well, moving on. It's hot, guys. It's about 30 degrees. Very muggy with this cloud. That's number 9. And actually that's a nice, although the numbers aren't staying too stable, it's got a nice sound to it. As some of you know, with metal detecting, it's not all about the numbers. Sometimes it's also the sound of a target. No. Exactly where that is. I guess it's in there somewhere. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, see. Is that it? Oh no. Okay, sorry guys, as I say, I'm on a battlefield here. This is why I find so much lead. Yeah. Okay. See you at the next. Okay. Final target is a 2930. And it's so loud and chirpy, that's got to be on the surface. Doesn't mean it's bad, but in this case it is. Well, actually I don't mind finding lead at all because it shows the history of a place, but some days, as you probably noticed in some of my videos, I find a lot of lead, certainly here on the battlefield. Okay, moving on. So this is just a very quick wrap up. Not much to see, as you could see in the hunt, you know, mostly lead bullets, plenty of them. I mean, it is a battlefield, so I'm going to find a lot of them. I'm still piecing together how big this battlefield is and also who took part in it. This was an interesting find, a lock plate in the shape of a shield. I must have just caught it a little bit. But yeah, always like to find artifacts like that. Button, nothing on it as far as I can tell. But it's quite odd. You can see the off-center hole in that. Cool find. And the semi-star of the show would be this coin. And you can see, you know, it's a little bit shiny in places. This is what's known as a Belon coin, so it would be mixed silver, a small percentage of silver mixed with copper, or usually copper, but it could be something else. Unfortunately, I cannot see enough detail on that to get any clear kind of identification. Still always cool to find an old coin, but judging by the other coins I've found so far, they're usually early 1800s. So the battlefield is very likely to have been something to do with Napoleon's armies. But I can find no uniform buttons on the side of the valley that I'm digging. That's why I want to get over to the other side so I can put more pieces of the puzzle together. Anyway guys, I wish you all the best. Thank you very much for watching another of my episodes. I really appreciate you all, and more coming soon.